It's chilling.
Marty's family gathers around the movie screen, and the Twin Pines actually morph into the Twin Towers.
That's weird. Strange.
This is because the Twin Pines are the Twin Towers.
Yes.
The Pines are the towers.
Pines are the towers.
Pines, towers.
Pines, towers.
And the Twin Pines Mall is the Twin Towers Mall.
Yep.
Which is why all the clocks here secretly say 9/11.
Wow,
And why there will
that's
be
why.
a Muslim terrorist attack
Muslim
resulting in the destruction of
Well,
the Twin
it actually
Pines,
said-
or the Twin Towers.
It actually said 119, not 9/11.
No,
So they're
when
not
you
gonna
turn
just-
it upside down, it's
they're not going to just list it. They're going to put it right out there.
Turn it upside down. Also, all the people fall out of the building.
Oh, do they? Because that's addressed coming up.
But the appearance of the towers is not a random backdrop, as we can see the Statue of Liberty lurking just as secretly as the towers, making this scene a secret recreation of New York City, where
Yes.
Marty's family has gathered to stare at Ground Zero.
Boom. You're
Of these three
feeling the
characters
pressure, Glenn?
staring
No.
at Ground Zero, one of them is completely upside down.
Oh, upside down.
But in the entire Back to the Future saga, this is the only time when an upside-down
Only
character
time.
will ever appear.
That's
the
interesting.
The hint being given here is to observe the scene from his perspective
Ah.
by turning it upside down.
So if you look
By
upside
doing so, the Twin Towers are clearly shown to be falling down.
Oh my
Clearly.
gosh.
Clearly.
Oh my
In the
gosh.
entire history of cinema, this scene of Back to the Future is the most literal depiction ever made showing the Twin Towers falling down.
Even the movies
how is
made
it-
about the Twin Towers
Yeah,
falling down were
Flight,
as literal.
flight, what was it called? Flight 93?
No.
That was probably a more accurate depiction.
No, not the Back to the
He just said
Future.
it. The entire
No.
history of cinema.
Wow.
He said it.
You can't
Okay.
dispute that. He said it.
Possible that this scene would occur in a story that already contains a terrorist attack by Muslims at the Twins on 9/11, where the Twins are the Twin Towers,
Right.
which then execute Hollywood's best depiction of the Twin Towers collapse.
Yeah.
But Back to the Future doesn't just portray this attack, it develops into an elaborate warning about it.
It
Sure
does.
does.
Doc, about the future.
Oh my gosh. He did warn him.
Shot
He did.
by terrorists.
But Marty is carrying more essential information about the future. He knows the exact time and date that a tower will be struck.
Save the clock tower!
Oh,
Save
the
clock tower!
the what?
Clock
You have
tower.
to take a flyer.
The clock what?
Save the clock tower!
Building.
In a story we already suspect of being a 9/11 warning, how is it possible that this phrase appears on a flyer telling
How
the future?
is it
Then,
possible?
when the tower strike takes place, a giant flaming 9/11 is ignited in the
This part.
street.
All right, this
That's
part's
kind of
good.
interesting because what they show as the 9 are two arrows that kind of form a 9 on one of the buildings.
On like a sign.
and then the 11 is the flaming, the car.
Tire
Where the
tracks.
tire tracks were flaming.
Well, you're not
So you
gonna-
got 9/11.
Yeah, you're not going to take 9/11 and make it really that
You're not
clear.
going to make it super
That's why
obvious.
if
gonna
you're
hide
doing,
it.
if
You're
you're
gonna have to
doing
do a little
119,
work. Right.
and you have to turn the movie screen upside down to
Thank you.
understand it.
Exactly.
Or the
Thank you.
projector.
He's coming along, finally.
Finally.